Hey folks, this is the Nazgul. In today's video, we'll continue our incredible journey looking from above at the map of Syria. We'll learn a little more about perhaps the most beloved map of DCS. If you haven't seen it yet, in the previous video we went through the extreme north of the map to the bases located in southern Turkey, starting in Gazipasa and ending in Sanliurfa, near the Euphrates River. The video link is above. Today we'll still explore the north of the map. We'll start in Hatay and pass through one of the most important cities in the region, Aleppo. Following the Euphrates River, we'll reach Deir ez-Zor, the furthest airbase to the east. Relax and loosen your seatbelts. Today's flight will be calm, with no turbulence and no combat. Let's get started. We will start our journey in Hatay. Next, we will go to Minakh. After that, we will go to Greater Aleppo and then to Kuweires. Moving further south, we will reach al-Duhur. Continuing, we will go near the Euphrates River to Jirah. Following the river, we will reach Tabqa. Finally, a little further along the river, we will end up in Deir ez-Zor. Our first airport is Hatay. Hatay International Airport is located in the southernmost province of Turkey. It was opened in December 2007. It is not a military base, but a civilian airport. The airport's runway suffered catastrophic damage during the February 2023 earthquake, which caused the airport to be closed to traffic. It consists of a single runway and an apron in the center, and does not have a taxiway along the runway. This means that aircraft have to use the runway itself as a taxiway. In DCS, it is a base that is often attacked. It is usually the first target for those taking off from Incirlik Air Base, heading towards the center of the map. It is also often attacked by teams coming from the south, from Syria. Thus, it is considered the last base or barrier before reaching Incirlik. Next, we have Minakh. Minakh Air Base is a Syrian Air Force installation. It was home to the 4th Flying Training Squadron, equipped with Flamingo trainer aircraft and Mi-8 helicopters. The base became a major target during the Battle of Aleppo in the Syrian Civil War, being under siege throughout 2012 and 2013. Here is our first airfield with more than one runway. Minakh has 2 runways forming an X. It has several single parking lots typically used by helicopters and a small apron. Due to its proximity to Aleppo, it is not used much by players on the DCS servers. Likewise, it appears to no longer be in use in real life either, with some signs of it having been attacked in the past. Now, Aleppo. Aleppo is a city in northern Syria and is the second largest city in the country. The province extends around the city and has a population of over 4 million, making it the largest province in Syria in terms of population. Aleppo is one of the oldest cities in the world, having been inhabited since 5000 BC, occupying a strategic trading position between the Mediterranean Sea and the Euphrates River. For centuries, Aleppo was the largest city in Greater Syria, and the 3rd largest in the Ottoman Empire, after Constantinople and Cairo. The city's historical importance consisted of its location at the end of the Asian Silk Road that crossed Central Asia and Mesopotamia. When the Suez Canal in Egypt was opened in 1869, Aleppo's decline began. Between 2012 and 2016, Aleppo was the scene of intense battles that left much of the city in ruins and caused thousands of deaths. By the end of 2024, Syrian opposition groups had taken complete control of the city, removing it from the control of pro-Assad government forces. One of the most famous buildings in Aleppo is the Aleppo Citadel. It is a large fortified medieval palace and one of the largest and oldest castles in the world. There are references to the hill on which the citadel stands that date back to at least 3,000 years before Christ. To the southeast of the city is Aleppo International Airport, which was built in the early 20th century. It consists of a single runway and a parallel taxiway of the same size. On one side, there are 2 aprons. On the other, there are some single parking lots and some bunkers. In DCS, it is considered an important base due to its north-central position on the map. It is usually very busy and is always the focus of the opposing team, as well as being the starting point for the team that controls it to conquer the surrounding bases. Due to its importance in the region, it is unlikely to be unprotected by SAMs and fighters. Kuweires. The Kuweires Military Aviation Institute is an airbase and military aviation institute located east of the city of Aleppo. The base was built with Polish support in the late 1960s as the main base of the Syrian Air Force Academy. The base has housed the Syrian Air Force Military Aviation Institute since 1980. From 2013 to 2015, the base was under siege by ISIS. After the siege ended, the Syrian government repaired the base, deploying a squadron of L-39 Albatross fighters along with a Buksam system, operated by a combined Russian and Syrian crew, to defend the base. Kuweires has a runway and a taxiway of the same size that runs between the runway and the apron. There are several hangars protected by bunkers. There are also several areas designated for the installation of SAMs. Because it is located very close to Aleppo, it is not used much in DCS. Generally, after a team conquers Aleppo, Kuweires becomes the next target. Abu al-Duhur Air Base. This base is an important air base for the Syrian Air Force. It is located about 45 kilometers south of Aleppo. During the Syrian Civil War, rebel groups took control of the base from 2012 onwards. In 2018, the Syrian army and its allies recaptured it. Throughout the Syrian Civil War, the airbase was completely destroyed and rendered useless. In late 2024, Abu al-Duhur was captured by the HTS group. Similar to the previous bases, Abu al-Duhur has an east-west runway and a parallel taxiway of the same size. Near each runway, there are small aprons as well as several fortified hangars. Since Abu al-Duhur is an airbase, there are several points here intended for the installation of SAMs. In DCS, Abu al-Duhur is the last stronghold and the gateway for the team coming from the south who wants to conquer Aleppo and the northern part of the map. Therefore, just like Aleppo, when we are flying on the DCS online servers, we will encounter strong resistance here, with the presence of many SAMs and enemy fighters. Jirah Air Base. A little further east of Aleppo is Jirah Air Base. Located near the Euphrates River, this base is a small base of the Syrian Arab Air Force. Since 2012, it has been under the control of several forces, such as the Free Syrian Army. In 2023, it was reopened, and today a unit of the Syrian Air Defense Force is stationed there. It consists of an east-west runway. It has a different shape from the previous bases, similar to a triangle, with a large taxiway on the northern part. It has another taxiway that, when viewed from above, can be mistaken for a second runway that cuts across the main runway. In addition, it has 2 aprons on the eastern part, as well as several bunker-type hangars. In DCS, Jirah is the eastern gate of Aleppo, and is widely used by teams that want to advance further east on the map to Tabqa and Deir ez-Zor. Next, Tabqa Air Base. Located further east, Tabqa Air Base is another base located near the Euphrates River. It was the site of several disputes in 2014 during the Syrian Civil War. Afterwards, the Syrian Air Force launched several attacks on the region. The MiG-21 is an example of a fighter that operated from this base. It follows the standard layout of a single runway, with a parallel taxiway of the same size. It has a small apron near each runway threshold. At DCS, Tabqa is a slightly isolated base, which ends up requiring time and effort, especially if you want to invade by land. I don't remember seeing much resistance from any team trying to conquer it, and it is generally easy to carry out airstrikes on it. This is because the team that controls it is more concerned with protecting the Aleppo region, which has more bases than this region further east. It is a very vulnerable base, but due to its proximity to Aleppo, it can be used as a gateway to conquer other bases in the center north of the map. To conclude, Deir ez-Zor Airport. Deir ez-Zor was established by the British during World War II. It is also located near the Euphrates River. Before the war in Syria, airlines flew to destinations such as Damascus, Aleppo, Bahrain, and Kuwait. In 2012, rebels besieged the airport. In 2017, Syrian special forces launched an offensive to retake the airport. The base suffered a massive attack by the Russian Air Force. In the context of DCS, Deir ez-Zor is not used much. Both for the team that wants to conquer it and for the one that uses it, it has the obstacle of its distance from other locations. It requires time and effort, both for those who want to get there and for those who want to take off from it. For this reason, it does not offer much resistance. Even if there are fighters taking off from it, there will be time to detect them. And if there are SAMs installed, it will be easy to fly some seed missions to destroy them. So, what do you think, folks? Today, this region is the focus of several armed conflicts, both in the virtual skies of DCS and in real life. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. There is also a members club where, for a symbolic cost, you can have access to my Discord, where you can more easily ask questions and even watch some flights while I record my videos. This was another video of DCS seen from above. Thank you guys. Until the next video, see ya.